Cut vlog, day 10, lower one. We got some squats today. So I'm getting into lying leg curls and then some leg extensions and moving into some barbell squats. So 225 for 3 sets of 3 on barbell squats today. Again, this is my percentage based work for the barbell squats. First week was 145 pounds for 5 sets of 5. Week by week, escalating. I have to be, I had to be patient in those first couple weeks, just understanding that I hadn't really barbell squatted in a while. I got sketchy knees, so just starting light and conservative, letting my body adapt to it, getting my brain to figure the movements out again, and just scaling it up slowly week by week. 2 plates. I feel like, that's not a ton of weight still, but now it's like, okay, I got 2 plates on the bar. I'm getting somewhere. So yeah, 10th day of the cut vlog. So although it's the 10th day of the cut vlog, it's not the 10th day of the cut. It's the 10th training day of the cut vlog, but I'm into the 3rd week. Yeah, 5x5, 4x4, 3x3. Yep, the 3rd week of the cut itself. Cut is going well. My weight of recently has seemingly stalled out, but I keep getting leaner. So I will take it. I woke up this morning and crazy vascularity in my legs. The skin's just looking thinner, and I'm not exactly sure why my weight isn't continuing to fall down. I can speculate, and that speculation would be that, because I've got some things in the picture supplementally that I haven't really messed around with before, particularly the MOTS-c, 1 milligram on training days. Before I train, I'm doing anywhere from 7 to 20 milligrams of SLU PP332 on training days as well. That is interesting, running at those dosages where I notice I get pretty warm. Like, I get pretty warm pretty easily. I would think that those things would accelerate my body weight falling, but it hasn't been the case. I've largely just been kind of hanging out and visually getting tighter and tighter and tighter. So all I care, my weight could stay the exact same. I'm looking for a visual point, right? I'm looking for a visual point where I've got some pretty decent lines through my glutes. The skin is thin all throughout my body. And at that point in time, I'll go ahead and start turning the ship around and start trying to grow. So, but enough rambling. Let's go ahead and get into the first working set of lying leg curls. 5 pounds up from last week. Let's see what we got. Shooting 8 to 10 here. Ooh. Ooh. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. That's it. Ooh, 9 of them. I'll take it. Rest up. One more set like that. Let's go one more here. Let's go. I gotta fucking tighten this shit up. Ooh. Ooh. 3. 4. 5. 6. Oh, fuck. All right, leg extensions. 15 to 20 here. Let's go. Ooh. 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 Ah. 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 Last one. Oh. Ah. 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 Come on. Ah. Come on. That's it. Oh, shit. On the squats. 225 on the bar. We got 3 sets of 3. Getting into the first set here. Let's see what we got. Easy. Realistically, that's like warm-up stuff, right? But again, like I've been saying this whole time, patience, patience, and you will see that I will build this up to something respectable. Patience. Patience, young grasshopper. I will bide my time and I will build it. Now, this squat belt, I really just have this in as a teaching tool. You know, knowing how to brace, that's a skill in and of itself. So I'm just kind of using this belt as a reference point for my breathing. Am I expanded in all directions in my cylinder? I'm actually going to loosen the belt up a little bit on this next one. Pretty much just get right back into it. I don't need to rest much for that. So yeah, I don't have this belt super cranked. It's just there for me to feel kind of, am I this way? Am I this way? Am I expanded this way? Am I expanded more this way? Just gives me a little bit of a point of reference here. Ooh. Ooh. Feeling easy peasy. My knees are quite loud today. I don't know if you can hear it snapping and cracking and popping. They don't hurt, but they're loud. Uno más. Ooh. Ooh. That's it. Easy day. On to the leg press. Oh. That was a doozy. Back the weight off. Actually brought the backrest up a little bit, and I'm gonna get this yoga block here, just trying to keep my foot pressure, basically just trying to stay connected to right underneath the big toe, middle of the heel. I should say it's midline of the heel, medial part of the heel. Just trying to keep those pressure points. 2, 3. Oh. 5. 8. 9. 10. 9. 4. 5. Ooh. Ooh. 3 more. Ah. Ah. Ooh. God damn. See if I can even get up. Ah. That's the hardest part, climbing out of this thing. Closing out the session with some dual cable adductors. At some point, this movement will become very hard to progress. So I might have to look for other ways to make it harder, because just getting the cable into position, you could probably see how difficult that was. And then staying braced and stable, you know, it becomes a challenge, something like this. But for now, we're good. Whew. That feels great. 3, 4. Great contraction right there. 8. Good stretch. 1 more like that. You know what? I'm not even gonna unhook. I'm just gonna stay right here. I actually have ab wheel rollouts after this, but I'm not going to film that. Just going to shut it down after this one. Nobody wants to see ab wheel rollouts. And I can only do like 5 or 6 of them right now, so it's not very entertaining. Not that, not that any of what I'm doing is overly entertaining. I think for me, it's more so about just documenting my process and along the way giving what little valuable insights that I can. I'm a coach. I do this for a living. But when I'm recording these videos, I'm just speaking on the things that I do, right? So put it through that lens. That's a lens that I'm putting it through. I'm just talking about the things that I do, and not everything that I do personally, I have my clients do. There's a lot of things that I have my clients do differently. This is all just me and what I do, but what I'm hoping for in kind of documenting this process and treating it like a diary to show people the progression, to start a movement from ground zero, start from a base of strength that's not anything crazy, and then just slowly but surely staying consistent with the plan and building it up. And on some of these movements, I am sandbagging it. Like, I'm stronger than what I'm doing, but I'm not sandbagging it, because if I were to go in and just send it on squats and throw 3 plates on the bar, I might be able to do it today, but my body will be so fucked up that I can't keep doing that. So I've been much stronger than I am now, but I can't just jump back to that. I have to, right, slowly but surely work that up, set my ego aside, be weak for the time being, and just make sure that the quality of work that I am doing is of a high caliber. All right, last one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Closing out the session. Hey, you know what? If you made it this far in the video, thanks for sticking with me. Yeah, overall, pretty good session. Nothing crazy. Slowly but surely. What do I got left for the week? So I've got upper 2 and then some shoulders and arms. So on the second upper session, I normally wouldn't deadlift on that day, but I didn't deadlift on the first upper session of the week this week, so I will have deads on that one. And I think it's getting close to 500 pounds. So 500, it might be like 470 or something like that for 3 sets of 3. So I'm gonna make sure I've come into that session nice and rested. Got a rest day the day prior, nice and rested. Make sure I have at least 2 meals in me, hydration, all the things that I usually do. But yeah, I'm gonna close this one out. I will see you on the next one.